Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Lee Shepherd. I'm the academic advisor, proud academic advisor for the Western Sydney Solar team, and I'd like to start by introducing to the stage Audrey Campbell for acknowledgement of country.
Well done.
With deep respect for the First Nation cultural protocols, I acknowledge that we are meeting today on the Dharug land at this Kingswood campus. Western Sydney University recognises and honours the Dharug, Eora, Darul and also Tharul and Wiradjuri's people, and thanks them for their ongoing support, Greater Western and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. So we're all here today to unveil the official Unlimited 6.0 solar car. This is the latest technological marvel conceived, designed and built by our own Western Sydney students. Our students who will soon depart to Darwin to complete and compete in the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. 3,000 kilometres of endurance examination of machine and team. We're joined today by a number of distinguished guests. I'd like to welcome our Vice-chancellor and President, distinguished Professor George Williams, and other members of the senior university executive team. We're very honoured to be joined by the Minister for Leppington, Nathan Haggerty. Thank you for making the time to come and be with us today and lend your support to this student-led project. Among us are many sponsors, partners and alumni, and with your support over the last, let's say 18 months, and it will continue, our team has been well resourced in all fashions: financial, technical, mentoring, internship, in a number of ways, and your contributions are so important to the success of this team. We're also joined by many family and friends, and one of the things that we've got planned for you at the end of today's formalities is a tour of the workshop that might account for the disappearing act that some of your loved ones have been performing on a regular basis over the last 18 months. Looking forward to that. Now, Something you might not know is that during the 2023 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge campaign, the team was accompanied by an award-winning filmmaker, Mark Brightwell. He documented the adventures and the experiences of the team as they made their way through the desert from Darwin to Adelaide. Now, that filming has emerged as a stunning feature-length documentary that showcases an interesting and stark contrast between the ancient landscape of Central Australia and the young people and their car that traversed it so successfully to achieve the glory of the only Australian team to finish the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge last cycle, and 9th in the world out of 42, an incredible performance. In September, that documentary will be premiered as a separate event. Everybody will be invited, and it's something that we can look forward to in addition to further success from the team with this coming race campaign. What follows now is a trailer of that documentary.
Bridgestone World Solar Challenge is essentially a design competition. The aim of scrutineering is to make the competition fair and also to make sure that the teams and the vehicles are safe.
Western Sydney team has stood out in our minds. It's not about the technology in the car, it's not about all the work that goes in persuading the masters of the institution that you're a worthy club to be supported, but it's about what's between the ears of the team members.
It's absolutely amazing to be out there doing what we intended to do so long ago.
Thank you. An incredible insight into what our students see and do while they're away during that period, something we only get to hear about through what they tell us afterwards, but we will be able to see for ourselves very shortly. At this point, I would like to welcome to the stage for the Vice-Chancellor address, Vice-Chancellor and President of Western Sydney University, Distinguished Professor George Williams.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sold, to tell you the truth. I mean, what was I thinking doing a law degree? Sign me up now for engineering at WSU. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Darug Nation and pay my respects to elders past and present and any Indigenous people here today. I'd particularly like to welcome Nathan Haggerty. Thank you for your support, Nathan, of our university in this program, our sponsors, project partners, friends, long-suffering family, Western staff who've done such an amazing job in supporting this, particularly Brian Falzon, and congratulations, Brian, on your new role as one of our executive deans. But of course, number one, most importantly, welcome to the students. We are so proud of what you've achieved, and we're so glad you've had this amazing opportunity to take part. And of course, on behalf of the university, we're wishing you well for the competition that's coming up shortly. From my point of view as Vice-Chancellor, I'm really honoured to be here. I mean, this is a very cool event, something I've been looking forward to for a while. I visited the workshops myself last November, got to see the work of the students as it was coming together. It was kindly gifted, a bit of a prototype, which has been sitting on my shelf proudly at Parramatta South ever since. And so really looking forward to seeing how it's all worked out with that hard work. I'd also say for us, it's not just what this represents with the race, with the engineering opportunities, but this really symbolises something really important about our university as well. As a university, we're committed to supporting our students. We're particularly committed to supporting our students to have great industry experiences, and we love the fact that many of our students who go through this process end up in the most amazing jobs with our sponsors and other areas. And so for us, that's a massive win from a program like this. It's also particularly important because as a university, we are committed to sustainability. And that, of course, is one of the key drivers of this program itself. Sustainability, teamwork, being bold, pushing boundaries. And from our point of view, we had the great result a couple of weeks ago, which recognised as a community, based upon the work of the Solar Car Challenge and other parts of our university, that we got the #1 ranking in the world for impact amongst all universities. And that's a ranking of over 2,500 universities around the world, over 130 countries, and we beat the lot to be the university that delivers for community and planet. And this announcement today is absolutely a core part of how we achieve that. It's also a core part of our bigger ambition for sustainability. We will be the first Australian university that is climate and nature positive by 2029, if not the first university in the world that achieves that. And that's a commitment on our part as a university to planet and to making sure that we use our resources wisely. And I know how dependent that is on great design, great engineering, and most importantly, great people. And talking of great people, the team behind the car, the 25 impressive students, represent the best of our community. They've got that X factor, which means they've got to be adaptable, agile, they've got to survive the rigours of this race. And it's wonderful to think that over 13 years ago, this all began with 4 honours students and a budget of $500. And to see how far we've come to version 6.0 says a lot about the commitment of generations of students to this and of our staff. I know some staff have seen it all the way through. And of course, we saw the fruits of that in the last race in 2023, when we were the only Australian team to finish. That's a win in my book. It's as good as you get. And congratulations to the members of that team, and I know we have some here today, and not just for the podium finish, but as we saw in the video, for displaying those values of camaraderie, spirit, determination, and really being emblematic of what this university stands for, delivering for community, working through our students, and we are so impressed, not just with the work in the race, but also the expos, schools, tours, and the community engagement we're seeing throughout. I'd just like to finish with a few thank yous on behalf of the university. Of course, thank you to the families, friends, loved ones who've helped our students through this process. I'd particularly like to call out our sponsors. We've got many here today, and I call out our major sponsors with a big thank you: Albergildy Complex Infrastructure, Revolution Software, Phoenix Contact, Sydney Motorsport Park, and Bridgestone. We do need you. We appreciate your support. And we know this is a win-win because the relationships you form with our students, we know many of these students will be your best employees in the future and the bedrock of the innovation and excellence that you drive through your own companies. I'd also like to thank at our end Lee Shepherd, who chairs the Academic Committee, Yang Zhang, who chairs the Steering Committee, Vincent Wozniak-O'Connor and Raju Maggi from the Teaching, Research and Technical Services team, a really excellent team that's key in the technical support and advice with manufacturing. Jodie Clark, who's seen this process through 6 iterations, the school manager, Brian Falzon and Nathan Haggerty again for his ongoing support. None of this would have been possible. This is the ultimate team challenge, and I thank everyone who's helped us get to this point, in particular the students, and really look forward with great interest to seeing how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Professor Vice-Chancellor. I'd like to welcome to the stage now our Executive Dean for the Faculty of Engineering, Computing and Science and the Dean of the School of Engineering, Design and Built Environment, Distinguished Professor Brian Falzon.
Mr. Nathan Haggerty, distinguished guests, Vice-Chancellor, our industry partners, students, family and friends. We're gathered here this afternoon not simply to unveil a remarkable solar-powered car, but to also celebrate an ecosystem that has made this possible. Our students first and foremost, our staff, our industry partners, and our alumni, all working together to create this technologically advanced vehicle. And I also want to acknowledge our major sponsors, Phoenix Contact, Revolution Software, Aberdeen Complex Infrastructure, Sydney Motorsport Park, and Bridgestone. Your continued commitment and active support, whether through sponsorship dollars, specialist components, or countless hours of mentoring, gives our students both the resources and the confidence to innovate. What sets this 2025 team apart is the depth of its engagement with industry. From the first concept sketches to final track testing, the team invited detailed feedback on design choices, manufacturing routes, and race logistics. And that dialogue has sharpened every decision, producing a car that is light, stronger, and more efficient than we have fielded before. And the benefits run both ways. Our students graduate industry ready, and consequently, a number of you here today have hired our alumni from this and earlier teams. And I want to mention 2 previous members who have since established their own companies. And I'm not sure whether they're here this afternoon. Jay Manley is the founder of MP Space, which delivers power system solutions to the satellite sector, and Tony Bazzuni, who founded Hargrave Technologies, who supply control electronics for uncrewed aerial systems for some of the world's largest aerospace firms. Now, both Tony and Jay began their professional journeys on this project. Both now employ and mentor the next generation. So we are not merely building competitive solar-powered cars, we are building careers and future enterprises. And the car that you will soon see is the culmination of expertise drawn not just from the different engineering disciplines, but industrial design, computer science, business, and communication arts. And this is truly a multidisciplinary effort and an exemplar of our university-wide collaboration. Managing a global solar car challenge campaign of this scale involves far more than aerodynamic modeling, composite laminate theory, and powertrain optimization. Students must plan logistics across thousands of kilometers, craft sponsorship proposals, manage social media channels, and inspire the community through school visits and public demonstrations. And such flagship projects thrive only when talent is matched by resources. And much of the magic that has unfolded in our advanced manufacturing precinct here on the Kingswood campus. We have 5-axis CNC machining, composite layout facilities, high-performance computing, and electronic labs that turn digital designs into track-ready components. And I extend my sincere thanks to the technical and professional staff who keep those facilities running, and to the academic advisory committees whose guidance ensures that every hurdle becomes a learning opportunity. So you've already heard the Vice-Chancellor recap the team's formidable competitive record and outline the technical highlights of this particular car. Allow me to add just one more point. Technology may start the race, but people finish it. The culture of collaboration, resilience, and curiosity that animates this team is why Western Sydney University continues to outperform universities far larger than ours on the world stage. Now, the Vice-Chancellor called this the X Factor. We also call it the Western Edge. When the curtains open, you will see more than a solar car. You will see proof of what happens when students, alumni, and industry rally around an audacious goal. And you will see the next chapter in Western's drive towards a more sustainable future. So thank you for believing in unlimited potential, and please enjoy the launch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Falzon. I think it's time now that we hear from the team, commencing with Isabella Warland.
Hi everyone, my name is Isabella Warland and I'm a part of the communications team. In 2024, we made the decision to build our brand just beyond the logo itself. We wanted to build a logo that stands, We created our first official logo, a logo that represents what we stand for, what we love and what we enjoy doing. Our new logo begins with this general silhouette of a solar car with sun rays behind it, with our team name beneath it. Each element was chosen specifically. Let's start with the sun. As a solar car team, the sun powers us, literally and metaphorically. Placing it behind the solar car silhouette shows how the sun powers our journey and how it's the force that drives us forward, and how it will continue to drive each and every single one of our next solar cars. Secondly, the silhouette. We deliberately chose not to base this design off of one of our old cars. This was because we wanted to reflect the past, present, and future cars that we have to offer. A timeless version that symbolizes all of the hard work from each and every team. The car faces right, creating a sense of momentum and forward motion. Visually, this adds weight to the front of the logo, echoing our commitment to pushing boundaries, innovation, and progress. Thirdly, the team name. We knew from the beginning our name, Western Sydney Solar Team, would never be touched. It's too iconic. It carries history, pride, and the legacy of every team that came before us. In the logo, we've split the name into two levels, one with Western Sydney and Solar Team on the second. This choice wasn't just about visual weight. It's a deliberate emphasis on the word team, because at the core of every success we've had and every challenge we've taken on has been a group of united people all sharing one singular goal. This logo isn't just a design. It's our story, our identity, and commitment to every chapter we still have to come. Now I'll hand it over to our team manager to explain how we've gotten to how we are today.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rory Milligan, and I'm the team manager for the Western Sydney Solar Team. As most things do, Unlimited 6.0 started as a promise. The current team members that had previously competed in the 2023 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge came back from their epic journey across Australia, unpacked their equipment, had a well-deserved month-long nap, and then realized they weren't done yet with solar cars. These dedicated, driven, and possibly mad individuals decided they would do it all again, and they promised to take what they'd learned from the race and try to do it better. Those individuals, led by Nina, joined together to become the basis of the team that you'll see standing before you today, the team that I now have the honor of leading. These new leads set out recruiting. They were going to need to bolster their ranks if they had any hope of building a competitive car and making it to Darwin. That's where I came in. I joined the team first semester last year, as did many of the new team members who have yet to complete a challenge. From there, the leads passed on their knowledge, and the new members got to work getting to grips with their chosen specialty, but in the time before the regulations came out. In order to prepare the team for the epic journey from Darwin to Adelaide, we embarked on a regional roadshow late last year. This roadshow was an opportunity to show off our last generation car, Unlimited 5.0, get media exposure with some of our sponsors like Abergeldy, and to train our new members in convoy driving and race etiquette. We put together a roadshow recap video to show you all what that was like.
They're the drivers.
Nation-leading car, all powered by solar, is touring the Central West in a bid to inspire the next generation.
That roadshow was my first experience driving in a convoy and operating as a race crew. The team performed flawlessly and we traveled hundreds of kilometers without any issue. While that's only a small fraction of the 3,000 kilometers we're going to travel in August for the 2025 race, it's still a massive achievement for a mostly fresh team. We woke up every morning at 5 a.m., just like we will during the actual race. We drove for hundreds of kilometers every day, just like we will during the race. And we were ready for any and all challenges, just like we will be for the race. It was really good practice, and it put into perspective what we had signed up for. Back to the regulations I mentioned before, they govern everything from the design of the car to the way we talk on radios, and even the manner in which we stop and start each new day. This year saw a massive change from all previous years. Ever since the World Solar Challenge began in the 80s, the challenge has always been held in October. Makes sense. It's summer, long days, clear skies, perfect conditions for a solar car. This year, however, the race has been moved to August. Shorter days, less energy from the sun. It's a totally different challenge. But that's the point. It is a challenge, a design challenge. We're pushing the limits of technology and what's possible. What good is a solar car if you can only drive it in ideal conditions? We've been recognized for our efforts by the BWSC, the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge themselves. Chris Selwood, ambassador for the challenge, has always taken an interest in our team, seeing the passion and ingenuity coming out of Western Sydney since 2013. He wasn't able to join us in person today, but he has sent us his support through this short video.
Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris Selwood and I'm now the official ambassador for the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. It is a privilege and an honour to be part of your launch celebrations here today. I've followed the Western Sydney team quite closely since your inception in 2013, and it's fantastic to see the great advances that you've made. And today, of course, presenting Unlimited 6 to the world. I look forward to being with you on the start line in Darwin in just 51 days. And I wish you well for your final preparations and look forward to seeing you in Darwin and continuing your contribution to the solar car community.
So after Roadshow and the beginning of this new cycle, we had our new goal, and that was to compete and complete in the 2025 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. Several months of circuit design, CAD modeling, FEA simulations, and industry consultation began this new journey. At the same time, our communications and partnerships team were honing their skills and making new connections, never stopping or slowing down. There's no such thing as too much money, right, Bernie? So after all of that, we've got a world-class solar car, as you're about to see. Now all we need is a team to race it. A team is just a collection of like-minded individuals, all pointed in the same direction and focused on a common goal. For this team, that goal is building a car to compete in the 2025 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge and winning. We've ticked off step one, now we just got to win. That makes it sound easy, but believe me, it's not. For some context, we're a student-led project. Each of us, for the most part, are students, fitting solar car around all the other things that students often find themselves doing, studying, working, having a life. For most of us, however, it's the other way around, fitting all those other things around solar car. The way that I explain the team to new members is it's a passion project, and that couldn't be more true. The car you're about to see is the culmination of 2 years of missed family events, hindered studies, reduction in work hours, and a pause on hobbies. It's a slog, and for many people it's too much. Yet I know I speak on behalf of the entire team when I say we wouldn't change it for the world. We've done what most people can only dream of. We've built a one-of-a-kind competition vehicle, a race car, that will drive across a continent to compete in a challenge against the top engineering unis from all over the world. Here we are in the middle of Western Sydney, getting ready to head off and compete against the world leaders in STEM and engineering. We're the proof that it's not about budget or the numbers or location. It's about what's up here and, more importantly, what's in here. This team is a group of the most passionate, dedicated, professional people I've ever had the honor of meeting, let alone working alongside. These are the future movers and shakers, leaders in their fields and titans of industry. Having seen the ridiculous work hours and the unbelievable care and precision these people have put into this project, I can only imagine what they'll do when they're employed. Hint, hint, for all you businesses out there. I took over leadership of this team in January this year. Taking on such an important role midway through a cycle wasn't easy, but it wouldn't have been possible without the guidance and mentorship of the former team manager, Nina Walters. It's not an exaggeration to say this team wouldn't have made it through 2024 without her, and so I'm thankful for everything she's done for us. Now, I'm going to ask each of the 2025 race team to come up on stage. Starting with where the team started, the leads, the heart and soul of the team. Their enthusiasm and passion are contagious, and their willingness to teach and foster new talent is the reason we're even standing here today. Andrew Grimer, Technical Project Manager. Massive passion. Aaron Sharman, Mechanical Lead. Good vibes and hard style. Yep. Micah Honan, Electrical Lead, the brains of the operation. Brendan Weber, Communications Lead. Moving on to the mechanical sub-team, these young engineers are responsible for the shape, structure, and movement of the car. Tyler Morris, Head Aerodynamicist. If any one person could take credit for how this car looks, it's this guy. Peter Duke, Structural Engineer. He's the literal backbone of the team in the car, but don't tell him that. Jacob Toronto, Mechanical Member. Like an old tractor, he just keeps going. Hunter Storr, Mechanical Member, Mr. Aerospace. Alex Grimer, Mechanical Advisor. Brandon Shannon, Mechanical Advisor. Peter Mitchell, Electrical Team. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us today. Strategy is the brains behind the whole operation. Their data analytics and computer models tell us where we are, where we need to be, and how to get there efficiently. Arya Siddharth Kandati. Juhi Mukhi. The communications team are the ones that keep it all real. Without them, we wouldn't exist to the rest of the world. They make us look good and they get our brand out there. Lucas Woodward, videographer. Isabella Warland, social media coordinator. As we all know, without money, none of this is possible. Our partnerships team is the one out there making those connections and getting those deals signed. Kim Dow. Bernie Fian. Emma Shannon. Audrey Campbell. In just over a week, we're going to drive from here into the middle of nowhere and put our car to the test in the place it was designed for, the Australian outback. We're going to spend 7 weeks away from our family and friends, our comforts and amenities to build ourselves into a refined, world-class race team. Our entire lives are, if they weren't already, going to revolve around this project and this car, all with the goal of crossing that finish line and winning the 2025 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. You might be wondering, what's it all for? Is there a prize, some sort of reward? And the plain and simple answer is no. There's no prize besides a trophy for the first team in Adelaide. There's no money, no special position, no study grants, just bragging rights. And yet, standing before you right now, these incredible men and women have devoted their lives for the past 2 years to this project, pouring their heart and souls into creating this engineering marvel you're about to see. And the reason for it all is what I alluded to earlier, passion, pure, raw passion for the technology, the process, and the art behind it all. In a world dominated by instant gratification and the need to see the fruits of your labor immediately, this one's been a slow burn. But I think when you see it, you'll understand why we're crazy about it. It's been a labor of love. So, without further ado, it's with great honor that I introduce to you Unlimited 6.0.
while we're all waiting, how about we just stare at this absolute beauty we have right here? Unleaded 6.0, and I honestly couldn't be prouder. Almost there. Anticipation. We get there. Yes? No? There we go, my amazing presentation. Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and all guests. My name is Andrew Grimer, and I've just completed my mechanical engineering degree here at Western Sydney University. And this year marks my 5th year on the Western Sydney Solar team, and I've worked my way up to become the Technical Project Manager for Unlimited 6.0, or as we like to call it, TED 6. Let me walk through some of the key innovations and changes that has brought TED 6 to life. First of all, the BWC 2025 regulation shake-up, as Rui mentioned. Let's get a bit more deeper into it. On June 5th, 2024, the organisers of the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge dropped what could only be described as an engineering plot twist. They released a completely reimagined set of rules and arguably some of the biggest changes in BWC history. Firstly, the date, right at the top of the list. They decided to bring the challenge forward by 2 months. That's 60 days gone from all our development timelines before we have even touched a single CAD file. Instead of racing in mid-October, we're now heading out in late August, right in the heart of Australian winter. And with that comes roughly 20% drop in solar compared to previous years. So much for an easy cruise in the sun. But wait, there's more. The battery capacity was slashed down to just 3 kilowatt hours. For perspective, that's about enough to drive a typical electric vehicle around 15 to 25 kilometres. In our case, we needed to stretch that over 3,000. Next was the cell sizes. They did allow us to bump the solar array up to from 4 to 6 square metres, which sounds like a win, but trust me, for our aerodynamicists, they were not having fun. So to summarise, we had the smaller battery, a bigger array, less sun, and less time. Sounds pretty simple, right? After the initial shock wore off, as a team and all the panic wore away, we did what we should do. We regrouped and created a tier list. If this was going to be the most challenging BWC yet, then we were going to respond by building our most advanced solar car the team has ever made. Not just an upgrade from our previous cars, not just this should be good enough, but a ground-up leap forward packed with the boldest mechanisms, newest systems, and most ambitious engineering innovations this team has ever accomplished. We laid out 3 clear design pillars, but number 1, safety above all else. Number 2, reliability, because we want to finish, that's a non-negotiable. Number 3, performance, because we all want to come first and bring that glorious trophy here to Western Sydney. Every decision, every compromise, every late night came back to those 3 goals. And I'm proud to stand here today, that's exactly what we built. Unlimited 6.0 is more than just a car. It's a physical result of a passion-filled problem solving, trialled by fire, late night, 3D prints, many carbon splinters, and a very real addiction to staring at a computer screen for way too long. Every little gram helps, Aaron. Yes. Our car. Firstly, aerodynamics. Massive shout out to Tyler and Aaron, our aero leads, who took our aerodynamic dreams and turned them into something seriously impressive. Jag reduced, really efficient, and let's be honest, it's an absolute beauty. With the increase from 4 to 6 square metres, our solar cells, and a much earlier race date in August, meaning potentially windier and cooler conditions, we had to rethink everything from the ground up. So the first thing we had to do was decide, do we go catamaran, a monohull, or something completely different? From there, it was from sketchbooks, whiteboards, and way too many late nights. Lucky coffee does help. All backed by CFD simulations, they eventually did a range of different shapes and designs. In the end, we spent over hundreds of hours running many simulations to develop this unique three-wheel monohull which you see today. With the privilege of working with ex-F1 aerodynamicist Kyle Foster's, whose expertise in high-speed, low-drag performance helped us refine the shape even further. To physically bring this vision to life, we worked closely with Greg from Sydney Composites and his team, who supported the team through design, reinforcement, and manufacturing of this elite aero body. Their expertise allowed us to execute incredible precision shaping with composite consistency that matched our simulation's expectations. Because this car was larger, we knew that even small aero losses would add up fast over 3,000 kilometres. So we didn't stop there at just a cell. Every detail of this vehicle, from the nose profile to the rear taper to the wheel fairings, was designed with aero efficiency and crosswind stability in mind. It's sleek, sharp, and punches well above its weight. Next is our amazing electrical team. When it comes to electrical systems, it was led by Micah alongside Peter Mitchell. Tackled the challenges and designed one of the most efficient and reliable power systems ever built. From day one, they worked hand in hand with the aero team as well as Gockerman to maximise the packing efficiency of our solar array. The collaboration ensured we could fit 6 square metres of custom cells onto the top surface with minimal aerodynamic trade-offs, both a massive win for performance and integration. All that harvested energy needed to go somewhere. With our custom-built lithium iron phosphate battery pack comes in, designed for optimal energy density and thermal stability under the harsh Australian conditions. The next mission, make the entire system as efficient and integrated as possible, so we can squeeze every last joule into forward motion and have a real shot of being the most quickest and most efficient team crossing the desert from Darwin to Adelaide. To achieve this, the most efficient and integrated system that suppresses past cars, Unlimited 6.0, has implemented several high-efficiency maximum power point trackers for optimum solar power, a refined new motor controller for greater efficiency at high speeds, and a high-precision telemetry systems. This could not be achieved without the support from our long-time partner, Phoenix Contact. Next is our structures, the literal backbone, as Rory said. Peter Duke, our structural engineer, has led the charge to completely reimagine how our composite shell and internal support structures come together. Despite this car being around 25% larger than our previous cars, Unlimited 6.0 weighs about 12 kilos less than our previous cars. Not only that, it's also the safest monocoque we've ever built. That's a direct result of design excellence and hands-on manufacturing happening right here at Western Sydney. For the first time in the team's history, the chassis includes a composite front roll hoop engineered to withstand impacts over 15 kilonewtons, dramatically empowering driver protection. The entire chassis is made from carbon fibre thanks to our ongoing partnership with Group, whose material support allowed us to push the limits of lightweight, high-strength design. Even better, the entire chassis was fabricated in-house, right here on campus, which is something we're very proud of. Here's a little time-lapse. Thanks again to Raju and Vince. From the internal fiberglass molds to the final layout, the structure is 100% built here and we're incredibly proud of it, as you can see. We also work smart with how our airbody and primary structures integrated. By designing them to support one another, we eliminated unnecessary structural redundancies, cutting weight and improving packing without compromising any safety or stiffness. In the rear section, a clever arrangement of carbon fibre tubes reinforcements allowed us to dramatically reduce the mass, as you can see here. And to top it all off, for the first time ever, the team developed and manufactured our own aerodynamic wheel covers. These are also built completely in-house at the university and play a key role in reducing wheel turbulence and increasing overall aerodynamic efficiencies. The suspension system of TED 6 does more than just absorb bumps and plays a massive role in stability, cornering and performance, and maintaining a smooth, predictable ride across the harsh Australian outback. It's specifically designed to work with the Bridgestone Enlightened tyres, which are built for ultra-low rolling resistance and are one of the lightest and most efficient in the world. our suspension system was completely designed around it. The front and rear suspension systems were designed by our suspension duo, Jacob and Hunter. The front suspension uses a lightweight double wishbone layout integrated tightly with the aeroshell and optimized for both packing efficiency and steering. The rear suspension features a redefined swing-arm design, sturdy, minimal, and perfectly suited for our house for the motor assembly. The motor, by the way, has been tweaked and re-optimized for improved energy efficiency while also unlocking high top-end speeds, giving our drivers the opportunity to clock some serious quick lap times around dynamic scrutineering around Hidden Valley. Stay tuned. Next, our mechanical team really pushed the boundaries of what was possible in this short time frame, especially given the shortened time, by designing a suitable and advanced auxiliary system that brought this car to the next level. This includes super lightweight array hinges designed by Tyler, a two-stage solar array latch system, stronger, more stable, and easier to develop, and for the first time, dynamic aerodynamic wheel fairings. One of our proudest new inventions. These movable wheel fairings act as an aerodynamic sealing system, working in tandem with the car's steering system. At high speeds, they stay tight and flush for maximum aerodynamic efficiencies. But during tight turns, like entering control stops or navigating static scrutineering, they automatically open, giving the wheel clearances to steer freely without compromising the aeroshell or the driver's control. This clever system allows us to keep the aero body narrower than ever, further boosting aerodynamic performance without sacrificing handling. What's the point of building all this tech if we don't have the brains to back it up? That's where our amazing strategy team come into play. Unlimited 6.0 isn't just a machine. It's smart thanks to the number of our strat team. It's constantly thinking about the weather, road conditions, and even live updates from our convoy, all in real time. Thanks to our brand new telemetry system, every little bit of data from the car gets streamed straight to the team. Every watt is tracked, every decision is backed up by data. It's like playing a game of chess, only we're doing 100 k's an hour down the outback. So why does this all matter? The car is more than just a technical object. It's a product of the team who said yes to doing something incredibly difficult, under changing rules with limited time and limited budget, but unlimited drive. It represents us building upon all the past knowledge gained from our amazing alumni, decades of study and multiple knowledge, and the idea that a group of students from Western Sydney can compete with the best in the world. Unlimited 6.0 is here. It's faster, smarter, stronger, and arguably better looking than any other of them on stage. That stunning finish, yes, you can thank PPG for that. It definitely catches his eye, and we may have dropped a few extra grams of gold sparkle in the paint. Thank you to everyone who helped make this dream reality, from our sponsors, advisors, alumni, and especially the students who poured themselves into this machine. A little later, we'll give you the opportunity to get a slightly closer look at the amazing craftsmanship of this solar car has to offer. In addition to this car, it wouldn't be possible without the support of our amazing sponsors, so I'll hand it off to Kim to talk more about them. Thank you.
Wow, look at this piece of machinery. You must not see this every day. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kim Dow, and I'm a member of the partnerships team. And with this, I've learned a lot. I've learned how to pitch a project in under 30 seconds. Well, even when someone just asking me for direction at the event, I've mastered the art of enthusiastic follow-up, which I'm sure some of our sponsors here know too well. Thanks for following up me. And I've discovered that if you say Western Sydney Solar Team and future innovators in the same sentence, you got a TED Talk, like I'm here today. But more importantly, I've learned that building something like Unlimited 6.0 requires a community of Western Sydney University staff, sponsors, advisors, alumni, and yes, a group of sleep-deprived students who work late night after night in the workshop. That's you, Andrew. To our sponsors, thank you for believing us. Your support means more than just logos on the car. It means real opportunities for students to apply the learning, to chase innovation, and to build something that literally runs on sunshine. I want to especially thank our major sponsors, Abergeldi, Revolution, Phoenix Contact, Bridgestone, and Sydney Motorsports Park. And of course, a huge thank you to all of our sports supporters. You each contribute something vital to this journey. Behind me are all the logos sponsored for this cycle. Please give a huge round of applause for all of our sponsors, please. And last, but certainly not least, I want to say massive thank you on behalf of the staff of Western Sydney University, who keep all these things running in the background. Specifically, our biggest advocate within the School of Engineering, Jodie Clark. I don't think anyone has done as much work as she and her team have had support us over the years, so for that, we thank you. All of the manufacturing wouldn't be without the TRTS team, specifically our honorary team member, with the amount of work that he does, Vincent and Raju, for all his specialist machining help throughout this cycle. I know you're in here somewhere. Big thanks to Lee for all of his support, whether that's helping us with the subject selection or agreeing to be MC for our launch today. Grant, I hope he's here. Thank you for all your help and support with our risk assessments, a billion of them, of course, and safety documents over the years. Your hard work and guidance has helped us to keep the team safe. That's the most important thing, and has guided us throughout some difficult times. And a massive thank you to Professor George Williams for your support and being here today. It means a lot for us and to have you here with us and to see all of our hard work, which are our TED 6. And finally, thank you to all of our academics who have taught and guided us over the years. Many of you have massive, massive accommodations for us and our messed up schedules, and we're extremely grateful for that. Your support proves something powerful. Western Sydney University. When a university invests in student ideas, incredible things happen. And we are proud to be studying and representing Western Sydney University and compete in Bridgestone World Solar Challenge 2025. So today, we celebrate the launch of the 7th generation of our solar car, Unlimited 6.0, and we continue to push boundaries and what's possible, powered by grit, sunshine, and an unlimited ambition. Thank you once again, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Kim. That's hard to follow. I'm sure everybody is very keen to come and have a close look at the car. It looks fantastic. Everyone will have a chance to do that, get some photos with the car. We're going to do that in an organised fashion because this is the real deal. This is a car that could drive to Darwin now, turn around, drive to Adelaide and collect a trophy. It is competition ready. It will be further optimised and tuned and improved upon. But as you've seen, maybe for the first time in the history of the project, this car drove on stage under its own steam, under its own charge. This is an incredible milestone given some of the unprecedented challenges that the team has had to endure over the last 18 months. The culmination of those challenges was the loss of time, fundamentally. The loss of, I don't know, maybe 5 to 6 months. That's about a third of the preparation time for a typical race cycle, campaign cycle. So to be able to achieve a higher level of outcome in 2/3 of the time is a credit to the leadership of the team, is a credit to the passion of the team and the commitment and dedication of everybody involved with this project. Before I let us all go, I'd just like to share one thought here with you. It's something that I've been able to experience on multiple occasions, and I encourage you to pursue it. This car is an example of emotion that's taken form. I know that's a cliche from some Audi ad or whatever it is, but it means something. Every component of this car, everything that makes up this car, whether it's physical, whether it's the branding, whether it's the outreach, all of that is the result of the distillation and the consolidation of that emotional quantum that comes from the young people that comprise the team. They are passionate, they've invested their energy, and there is a story to everything that makes up this car. I invite you, when you have your chance, to ask questions about the car. Why is this? Tell me about that. I can give you a lead. One of my favourite examples here is, I know I'm embarrassing him wherever he is, Aaron Sharman and the steering wheel. Meeting Aaron a while ago and him showing me what he did to design the steering wheel, it's incredible. It's a lasting impression to see the passion and the enthusiasm come through in somebody who is so proud of what they've done, and what they've done is incredible at the same time. There are so many things in this car. Every part of this car belongs to a student in this team. I encourage you to ask those questions, talk to those students, and have those experiences for yourself. Lastly, I'd just like to recognise and acknowledge the outstanding leadership of Rory and Nina to get the team and everything else that goes around the team, the partners, sponsors, academics, everything, to reach this outstanding point. Some of those challenges I mentioned, they were unprecedented. And Nina in particular, during the early stages of the cycle, has had to demonstrate outstanding tenacity and resilience, the sort of stuff we want from our students. She personified, absorbed, kept moving forward. She passed the leadership baton to Rory. He's continued in the same vein. I don't know how he's managing at the moment to pull everything together with so many moving parts, an intellectual octopus. He's done fantastically well. This car will do fantastically well. There is so much to be proud of. So on that, please, we invite you in groups. The team will organise these to have a look at the car, get photos. Try not to touch it, particularly the solar cells. They are real, they're expensive, and we don't want them damaged at all. But enjoy the car and enjoy what our team has achieved. Thank you very much.